If you're wondering what you should have on your real estate website, then you have found the right video. By the way, my name is Pete Mitchell. I am the founder of AI Lead Automation, where we help agents automate their lead generation. We use AI to do prospect qualification, and we use AI to actually book the appointments. So all agents have to do is talk to red hot pre-sold prospects. Now, if you like these videos, the whole reason we created this YouTube channel is to give agents great, effective marketing strategies that they can take and implement in their business, whether or not they use the AI Lead Automation platform. And if you like it, go ahead and like and subscribe to our channel, because that helps us and it gives YouTube more reason to pump our videos out to help more people. Now, when it comes to your website, there's a couple of things that I see a lot of agents do. Like, I'll talk to agents who work for different brands, and pretty much the brand gives everyone a website, and it looks like everyone else's website. What I mean by that is it's got the same pictures, it's got the same images, everything's pretty much the same. All they've done is put on a different agent's picture and a different agent's phone number. And if you paid to have someone build out your website, and it's kind of that same thing where you could literally just take your image off of it and put someone else's images on it, then I would say you actually don't have a very good website, because there's nothing that differentiates you from everyone else. And so the first thing I'm going to tell you is, when it comes to your website, there's a section that we call above the fold. Now, this is using an old marketing term from like newspapers, right? Because newspapers would be folded in half. And if it was above the fold, then that was most important, because that's where people start. They start at the top and they work their way down. So if you have something above the fold, we know it's going to be seen, or at least more often than not, it's going to be more likely to be seen. And so the first thing that I would tell you is you absolutely, positively want to have your image above the fold. You want people to see you and be like, oh, okay, yes, I'm at the right website, because how people are using websites is not probably what you're thinking of. You're thinking of, okay, well, someone's gonna find me on the internet, they're gonna check out my website, and they're gonna decide to do business with me. They're not. More often than not, what people are doing is they met you at an open house, maybe they got one of your postcards, maybe they saw your Facebook ad or your Google ad, or a friend referred you to them, whatever it might be. They are using your website to check up on you. They're using your website to see, is this person legit, or are they pretty much brand new and probably not someone I want to trust with the biggest purchase and investment I'm going to make in my life. So we got to look at our website and realize, okay, people are using this to make sure I'm the right person that they want to work with. So when they get to the website, I want them to see your picture right away, and they go, okay, I am at the right place. The next thing that you want to have on your main homepage are your consumer guides. Now, if you aren't familiar with the consumer guides, these are what we call education-based marketing pieces. With AI Lead Automation, we give these automatically to all of our clients. We've got several of them. One of them is the 10 biggest mistakes people make when downsizing and how to avoid them, the biggest mistake people make when buying their first home and how to avoid it, everything you need to know when moving to a bigger home. We've got them for investing in real estate. I mean, we've got lots of different consumer guides. The point is, what you're doing when you offer this education-based marketing piece on your website is you are basically showing people, I am the expert. I am the person who you can rely on, because I'm not just sitting here saying, hey, by the way, I've sold $52 billion of real estate. I've been in the business for 75 years. No. We're showing them by, wait for it, actually helping them, by giving them valuable information, something I like to call, we are solving their problem. So usually the three main guides that I'll put on my homepage, it's going to be buying your first home, it's going to be moving up to your dream home, and it's going to be downsizing. And why those three? Because those are pretty much going to encompass most of the market. Now, if you work in a specialized area, like I've got one client who she does a lot of acreage property, And so she has a consumer guide on things you need to know when selling your acreage property, things you need to get set up and ready before you sell your acreage property. If you worked primarily in the divorce market, then you would want to have a consumer guide like that on your website. If you worked primarily in commercial real estate, then obviously you'd want to have consumer guides on commercial. If you worked in new builds, you get the point, right? So it's not just I want to have information on there, it's who's my market. That's the information I want to showcase. In fact, I had one client who we built out their website, which is something that we do with AI lead automation. We can build out the whole website, the IDX, all that stuff. And we put it on the consumer guides because I was like, man, I cannot stand it when we look at a website and it literally looks like everyone else's. And she goes, oh, hey, can I take off these consumer guides? I'm like, why would you do that? Like, that literally doesn't make any sense. That's the only thing that differentiates your website from everyone else's. Oh, well, you know, I don't like the red on the cover. I'm like, change the cover. Like, I don't care about the color. I want people to know that they're in the right spot, that I'm the expert that they can rely on to help them sell their home. So that's the second thing. You want to have education-based marketing pieces on your website. Now, they have to opt in to get it, right? So we're not just going to put the guides on there and say, download it. We're going to say, give me your name, email, and phone number, and we're going to send you the guide. Sometimes we'll actually do the full survey that we do and have them give us all the information, and then we give them the consumer guide. That is now a genuine lead who we know what problem they have that they're looking to get solved, and that way you can step in and help them solve that problem. The next thing that you want to have for sure on your website are testimonials. At least on the homepage, we want to have a minimum of 3. That's a just bare bones minimum. Get 3 of them on your website. Now, why do we do that? We do that because we need someone else to say you're great at what you do. Now, if you're like, I'm brand new into real estate, I don't have any testimonials, you need to start talking to some friends. And you need to give them advice and say, hey, you know what? Remember when you asked about that rental property and I was able to give you some advice on that? Would you mind saying, hey, you know, Pete was a great agent and showed me some things that I hadn't considered yet when buying or selling my rental property? Now, you're not saying, you're not going to have them say that they used you when they didn't use you, but that's all we're trying to do is just get some testimonials of people who are saying, hey, you know what? This guy actually does have a clue about what he's talking about. So if you don't have any testimonials from people you've actually helped, then we're going to get some testimonials of people we've given great advice to. And again, we don't want to lie, so we're not going to say that we helped them buy or sell a home when we didn't actually do that. But the point is, we want to have those testimonials on there. So those are 3 of the main things. Your picture, or it could even be a video. The second thing would be consumer guides, and the third thing would be testimonials. Now, let me tell you what you don't need on your website, but everyone wants to have it. And that is the the IDX. And why is that? Well, the reality is this. You can't compete with Zillow. Sorry, your website's never going to compete with Zillow. It's never going to compete with Realtor.com. It's just not going to happen. So why do agents always insist on having that IDX on their website? Well, because it's not without its value. It is a valuable tool. In fact, it's really good when you've got a client, you're able to like send them automated emails of, hey, these are the homes that are now available in the area that you're looking at. But the reality is you can't compete against those other companies. And so since our website really needs to show people that we're the expert, we need to showcase knowledge. We need to showcase wisdom, not the thing that they could literally get everywhere else. So I personally don't care if you have an IDX on your website. It's not going to matter. But if you want to have one, absolutely great, let's get it. Now, I'll talk to some people who are like, I've got this one guy who they insist everyone's got to have an IDX on their website. Now, guess what they sell? They sell websites with IDX that integrates in their CRM. Now, we sell websites with IDX that integrate with our CRM, but I'm at least honest about it. And I go, it ain't really going to help you. What it's really going to do for you is when you got a client, you can start setting them up on drip campaigns and make sure that they get all that stuff. That's really what it's going to do. Now, when they run ads, because they run ads as well, they don't run any of the type of ads that we do that actually generate real clients. What they do is they run ads that are going to get people who are looking for homes to go to the website, start looking around, and then after like the second or third time they see a home, it says, oh, by the way, you got to create an account, and that supposedly generates the lead. Now, is that a good lead? No, it's Zillow. Have you ever bought leads from Zillow? Not really good, are they? Right? Like they like to sell those things like crazy, and it's not like they're really good. Same thing with those kind of leads. They're not actually good. Now, what's a great lead? Someone who says, hey, I want to know the 10 biggest mistakes to downsizing and how to avoid them. I want to know the biggest mistake people make when buying their first home and how to avoid it. Like, those are great leads because now we know the problem that someone's trying to solve and you get to solve it. So those are the three biggest things you want to have on your website. You want to have your image, you want to have education-based marketing pieces, your consumer guides, you want to have testimonials. I'm going to leave it with that right now. Those are the three main things that you want to have. If you want to see what we do with AI lead automation, go check out agentfollowupai.com. I got a great little video there that's going to give you all kinds of insight and information on what we do, and it's going to give you some great ideas. Even if you don't want to use us, it's going to at least point you in the right direction of some things that you can be doing in your business to help you grow it. So again, agentfollowupai.com. I'm Pete Mitchell. I'll talk to you in the next video. Take care.